What's up, everybody? Dark1985. There's levels to this. Shout out to my dude, Isomotion Gaming. I was talking to him about this, okay? I don't know how we got into this topic, but we were talking about ownership of games, right? Now, ISO is a PC gamer, mostly, okay? And if you know, PC gamers, they buy their games, but their games are digital, right? They don't have the physical copies of anything. And I was talking to him about the gaming industry and how any industry you have to cater to the new generation. Like that's just what you have to do because that's where the new growth is going to come from, right? Essentially all of us are going to like what we like. I am okay if I don't watch another brand new movie ever come out again. Like I could with the catalog of movies that I have seen, if I could just rewatch a whole bunch of those, I'll be fine. The other day on Netflix, I watched Rocky 3, and as soon as I was done watching Rocky 3, I had to put on Rocky 4 and I watched it again. Okay? And I know exactly the plot, I know what's gonna happen, everything, but it's just different. I don't need to watch anything new. I tried to watch Southpaw, which I've never seen before, but I saw Rocky. Southpaw Rocky. I already know what I'm getting with Rocky. I'm old, I'm stubborn, I'm gonna go with what I know. Same thing with music, right? I might listen to new artists here and there, whatever, but I'm not all about when I go to my Apple playlist, check out what's new. Now, I don't need to check out what's new. That's not for me. I'm checking out the stuff that I like. And if I find an artist that sounds like something I like, then I'm cool with that. So understand there's a certain level of I guess where you get comfortable with the stuff that you like, that you're used to it. So I get it when people say that they're used to physical copies of games, right? Shout out to my dude TK9, right? Physical copies of game, physical is better, physical, all this stuff, owning the game, having the disc, everything's on this like it's yours. I get it. But understand the industry is moving away from that. There's nothing you could do. And what I was talking to ISO was about this. My kids have never owned an album. I just thought about that when I was talking to him. My kids have never owned an album. They have only experienced music via streaming services. And then I told ISO this as we were talking about this. Even though my kids have never owned an album, because of the technology and the availability of streaming music, I know for a fact they have listened to more music, a variety of more music, way more than I ever had at their age. I remember buying the DMX tape. Yes, the tape. It was his first album. And it wasn't even the album, it was just the single. And on the other side was the instrumental. I think it had like two songs, and then on the other side was just those songs, but it was just the instrumental. And I remember listening to those two songs for like a whole summer. I remember when I bought Stillmatic by Nas, and I remember having the actual the album and everything, and I remember that feeling that we feel that gets us excited when we're holding something and we feel it and it's tangible. That's only us. New generation doesn't feel that. The new generation is perfectly fine understanding that they have access to something. Their experience is what captivates them, right? And I'm not gonna lie, to me it makes me a little bit sad because they'll never experience what that's like, pulling the rapper off of a new album, opening it up, popping that disc out, putting it in your Walkman, right? Y'all remember the Sony Walkman, closing it up? You had a Sony Walkman, you knew it didn't skip, right? And putting your freaking your headphones on with the wire, of course. You would have to fit that Walkman into your baggy jeans. But we wore baggy jeans back then, so it fit. It would fit. Couldn't wear skinny jeans back then, walk around with a Walkman. But these are all things that my kids will never get to experience. But by the time I was doing that, my kids would be listening to like 3 or 5 albums, different genres and everything. So is it better? Is it worse? I don't know. I guess you can decide. But I do know that the gaming industry is going the way of every other entertainment industry, which is how fast can we get you something without the need to ship it to you, without the need to put it in the store, without all that stuff, right? And streaming games, gaming services, digital downloads, that's just the way of the future. Let me know what you guys think. Dark1985, there's levels to this. We out. Peace.